Okay, back here at the Virginia State 10-ball championships, we got a match with two people that are no strangers to one another. They're both former tour champions. Mr. Eric Moore from the greater Virginia Beach area. His corporation is EFM. They recover and move pool tables. Eric is a master pool table mechanic and a tremendous professional player who really just plays part-time and works his business full-time. And his opponent is Mr. Shaun Wilkie, Haverty Grace, Maryland. Known Shaun since he was a real young man. He's in his early 30s now, and he plays and dances all the dances. He played every top player in the world that ever chalked a cue. He's sponsored on tour by Blackheart Tips, Lights Out Apparel, Lucchese Hybrid Cues,
Number 7, Troy Huffman, Steve B. Table number 7.
Shaun scratched on the break, and this looks like a fairly, I don't know, the 8-9, or it's all sort of how good Eric gets on the 4 ball. 4 to the 5. Does he go forward and play for the 5 in the side? The 10 is in a tricky place because he can't really fan short to go up table 5-6. He might have to. That's what he's looking at.
Lisa C. Buffy. Lisa C. Table 15.
We're here at Diamond Billiards, Midlothian, Virginia, suburb southwest of Richmond. Oh, that might be, he might be short on this ball. I'm not sure. It's close. It's got a natural angle if it's good. Beautiful shot. A little bit farther than he might have liked. He's going to have to come around one, 2, 3 cushions back to the center of the table on the for the 8 ball, I think. 1, 2, hitting all middle diamonds right to the middle of the table. Outstanding shot. Now a high right ball and come 2 cushions to the 9 in the same hole. Outstanding, perfect shot. Eric said his back has been bothering him a little bit lately. Not to play pool, he says, but just as long as he can bend and have his hand touch something, he said, we were talking before the tournament began, that he's just fine. Very well hit ball. About all he could get out of that angle. Eric Moore on the board first. This is he's ahead 1-0 over Shaun Wilkie. These guys have tangled God knows how many times. I've broadcast them in different venues and different disciplines, and they're always great matches, these two. So Eric takes a 1-0 lead. This is 10 ball. The nature of this game is all balls are called, and only can call 1 ball. Yep. Shaun will have to, is allowed to take a push out after the break with no penalty. If Eric would have pocketed a ball and this would have been the situation, he would still have the same option. This is a real gnarly looking rack the way these balls are sitting. He's going to call cross side. He might call the 10 now. Win the carom. It looks like a real good shot. I'm going to draw his ball a little bit, I think. Now he's going to play the deuce. Like I said,
God, I almost called that instead of the 2-ball.
Like I said, it looked like it was very available. The 10 spots in that particular situation, Eric says, I almost called that, he said. So now he'll have to get the rake out, for goodness sake, and run the 7 ball off the 3. But
right.
This could be fraught with peril, as the late great Grady Matthews used to say. Because the cue ball was going one direction, the 3 ball was going back up the rail for sure. Could be a safety. Might be backing at it. Safety. I don't know about this one. This cue ball, if he banks to the side, might be coming right into that 6-9 crotch, coming off of actually hitting his 3rd rail. He's cutting it short. Okay, Wilkie's got an opportunity now. Eric's coming out stroking. Good shot there. You just sit right on his cue ball right there, just shoot and stop. Very nice. Now this is a tester. Beautifully hit. 2-0, Eric Moore on top of Mr. Shaun Wilkie.
On table number 5, Buffy, Lisa C. Buffy, Lisa C. Table number 5.
The water to get a chance.
I just put some in to get cool.
Okay, that's fine.
C. Raise your hand, your food's ready.
Just gotta hurry. Yep. Yeah, not from there. Not on that line. Shaun's kicking at this ball. Called the shot, but is in danger of falling behind 3-0.
Table number 5, Lisa C. Buffy. Lisa C. and Buffy on table number 5.
Eric Moore takes a 3-0 lead in this contest. The next match, we're going to have one on the distaff side between Janet Atwell and Jackie Dugan from Virginia Beach. And Janet is from living in Tennessee. Came to support this event. Other sponsors include Q Sports International, Predator Cues and Products, Viking Cues, Simonis Cloth, Aramith Billiard Balls, Kamui Chalk and Tips, Ozone Billiards, Diamond Billiards. We're playing on a Diamond Pro table. Really, the choice of players playing major tournaments on these tables all the time. Tiger Cues and Products. Eric is taking a push out here, which is his right, the first shot after the break. Also, Haselman and Hunt Family Dentistry here in Richmond. Dave Hunt, Dr. Dave. Shaun gives it back. Eric takes a good pass at that one, but doesn't go down, and Shaun has an opportunity. We drew 64 players on the men's side of this Virginia State 10 ball. There are several really high-grade pros here this weekend, including these two gentlemen. Oh, Shaun he's struggling in this match. Sometimes it's like this, you know, he doesn't really have anything other than a jump. And that's dangerous with the ball that close to the rail. Good hit. It still left Eric an opportunity. It's not a real easy out. We're at Diamond Billiard Room in Midlothian, a suburb southwest of Richmond, Virginia, on U.S. Route 60, the Midlothian Turnpike. Wonderful venue. The Dorsey family, Thomas Dorsey, is also a PBIA certified pool instructor he and his family had this place since, I believe, 2007. And it's a great place to come. It's a home of Rayman's Pro Shop. Ray Walters is our tour director. And excellent cue repairman. Good friend of mine too. And then yours truly, George Hammerbacher. This is a sellout if I ever saw one. But the 5 isn't necessarily a peaches and cream. He's struggling. Wow. That ball did. Oh. Oh, that was a chilly dip. He drilled that ball and just ball really shortened up. Eric will pounce on this opportunity for sure. Can't give a guy like Eric more ball in hand like this. That's a little bit less than a good shot. That was sloppy. He got himself a ball he could miss. And now he drills it home. 4 games to nothing. Mr. Moore takes the lead, and Wilkie is going to take a timeout. We'll be back in a couple seconds for more action.
On to number 13, Matty A. Ron Zamko. Matty A. Ron Zamko, table 13.
Okay. This is a major game for Mr. Wilkie. He's going to have to have to get rolling fast with this alternate break format. It's problematical if you get behind and alternate break that we do. But Shaun made a real good safety on this ball. I don't know if Eric can hit any piece of it. He might. Oh yeah. Shaun is kicking, I'm sure. He's going to have to spin it with lots of left and come around the 10. If any ball goes in other than the 10, Eric would have had the option to have Shaun play again from there, or Eric could take the shot. Those are the rules we're playing this weekend. This is 10 ball, not 9 ball. That fell in. He had good position anyway. He's just going to lay it on. No, he's going to come off about a parallel with the deuce. No, he's going to play the other route. A little flat. Not a good shot there. He's not that pleased with it either. He got the wrong rub off the 4, so going back in the ducking. He's going to duck again. Probably thin the 3 ball. And come 3 cushions up to this bottom left corner. Right. He'll call a 3 ball across there.
Did Jake give this to you?
Hmm? Yeah.
Did that for you and give it to you?
He did. They're nice.
Yeah.
Shaun fans on that ball, and Eric has ball in hand. Shaun is looking a little disconsolate. Five is in a spot though. Oh. I got a perfect view of this ball, and it looks like it's straight in. He's going to have to draw it probably. But the beauty of this shot is if Eric can catch a little piece of the 7 ball, he'll have a natural in the side pocket. But he's got to dig a little bit at this ball, and it's played the lockdown safety. He's playing to win. 2 rails. Got just a little angle, he can come out. Wow. I think he called the side. Five zero. Shaun's just shaking his head. He runs into the 9 and it locks up to 7. He's having a tough set. This one though, he could go 2 rails. Well, he played a that was tasty. Now you can get to flop into that 7-9. Beautifully done. Wilkie needs this game desperately. Oh, it jumped right out of the pocket. Sometimes it just, it was a burnt offering. Well, here's a scoring opportunity now. Make no mistakes about this. Gonna spin with the left-hand ball to the short side. Play the 8 in the top right pocket on your screen. Oh man, that's just one of those times. Six to 0. Real strange ball he missed. Yeah. Sometimes when you sit for 2-3 hours and then you got to play 4 hours and then play a rugged opponent, it can go bad. Eric had the same thing though. He had to sit 3-4 hours and play a rugged opponent. But he got to let his stroke out early and often and taking advantage of the opportunities he's been provided. He's going to play the one on the side. He's going to play the carom shot. This is a pretty little shot off the inside of that red ball, the 3 ball.
I moved that ball. If another ball moves, I guess it's a foul. You probably don't want to move it back. The ball was behind here and I moved it. If it moved another ball, it'd be a foul, but I don't think it matters how far I move it. I'll leave it there.
That was just a technicality of the rules. Eric hit a ball on his follow through on that particular swing, and he if that ball would have come across the cue ball's path or struck another ball, it would have been a foul. That's what their discussion was. These guys are long-time opponents, and perfect. Could not have hit a better shot. He even gets a little wave off the 10 to get the correct position. He's getting rolls, he's playing good, but it's just one of those sets. Calls the 5 ball. That's the good news. The bad news is oh, that's not a bad looking combination, the 7-8. It could be worse. He's on the correct angle to get the correct play on this ball. If he makes it, its chances are fair to good. He'll have a chance on the 7. But this ball has to be struck cleanly. He's going to play safe. He isn't even going to play the ball.
Afraid I'll make the ball.
He says, I'm
try to make
afraid.
it, I'll miss it. Play safe, I'll
Such dilemmas.
I'll stick with the safe.
He could have. He caught the ball too full.
I'll call the 8-ball.
Much tougher shot than he had the first time. This opportunity will speak for itself. Shaun Wilkie gets on the board. He trails 6 games to 1. Nothing on the break. Not much of a shot other than a safety, perhaps. Left-hand side of the 1. 1-2 rails down around the 9 from 10. Oh, he played the 1 safe, and he did. That wasn't so bad. Eric made a reasonable pass at that ball. Left Shaun hooked. Probably 2 rails behind it. He's going to try to kick it in the side. That'll hold him. Good hit.
Play the 1.
table number 12. Clint Perkins, Tim McClure. Clint Perkins, Tim McClure, table number 12.
The bunt sign was on. Real good shot, beautiful speed control. Got to play old 710, I'm sure. A back cut to 7, maybe just a hair. Seven games to 1, Eric Moore.
Table number 14, Greg Savage, Jason Trigo, Greg Savage, table number 14.
The one fell off. Long straight in, sort of shot on the 2. Shaun's just visibly upset. That's it. Shaun Wilkie falls to Eric Moore by the score of 8 games to 1. We'll be back momentarily with our next live stream video match between Janet Atwell and Jackie Duggan. Hold on, folks. We'll be back momentarily.